Hey guys, I hope all of you are having a great day. Just a few things I want to share with you as we are moving into Easter weekend here in 2017. Today is Good Friday, and I hope that if you're in town, it's on your radar to join us for our Good Friday service this evening at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 8, pretty much sharp on that. There's a program for our kids. We invite the whole family to come. If you've never been to our Good Friday service before, it's a really unique but very special service for us. But as well, through the rest of the weekend, if you want to be a super early riser and come to the sunrise service on Vail Mountain at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm speaking this year. We've got part of our worship team is going to be there. I've been doing that almost, I don't know if I've missed, but maybe 1 year in the last 20 years being a part of that mountain service. It's a wonderful experience. Got to get up early, get on the gondola about 5:30. But if you haven't ever done that, that's a great thing to do. At 9:30 at Beaver Creek, we have our Easter service. 11 o'clock here in Edwards. And then everybody, even if you go to the Beaver Creek service, we invite you to come and join us for lunch here at our Easter lunch right after the service here in Edwards. Starts just a little after noon. It's a potluck, so you need to bring something to share. And if you can't do that, go ahead and come. We'll have plenty of food. But just a great day here for our church families. Of course, we celebrate the miracle, nothing short of that, of the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Today, we are starting the first of 8 services that our church family is a part of in some way. There's actually a ecumenical and noon Good Friday service in Vail that I've been a part of for years, and other people in our church have as well. Our own Good Friday service tonight. On Easter Sunday, we have, again, the mountaintop service at 6, Beaver Creek at 9:30, here at 11, and then Greg Osteen, I believe, is leading the 12:30 service up on Vail Mountain. Matt Wyatt and myself are doing, Matt's the speaker, I'm doing the music, believe it or not, at the 2:30 service up on Vail Mountain. And then Matt is leading a service in the Vail Chapel Sunday evening, I believe at 7 o'clock. So just a big full plate for us, but it's all good. And it's all about the resurrection of Christ. Real quick, just a word about Good Friday. The tradition I grew up in the Baptist church I grew up in Texas, we never celebrated Good Friday. We talked about the cross, the crucifixion, of course, all the time. But when it came to Easter weekend, it was all about Easter Sunday, which of course, that's the event. But as I have learned to appreciate so much, gathering together with believers in a time of reflection and contemplation about why Christ died and what he accomplished. Not so much how he died, because that's where we can get off in the weeds in Good Friday, when we just make it this giant guilt fest and we almost morbidly sometimes obsess on the suffering of Christ and how he was crucified, which is true. And he bore that for us. But the really Good Friday, the death of Christ, is not as much about how he died, but why he died and what he accomplished on the cross through his death. Because what he accomplished was he purchased our freedom. He purchased our freedom. He did everything that was necessary for us to be forgiven and to have the opportunity to receive and live in the good of that forgiveness and in the good and the power of the resurrection. You could say that without the resurrection, Good Friday is meaningless, which is true. But friends, without Good Friday, or I'll put it this way, for Jesus to rise again, to defeat death, which he did, he first had to die. And die he did, for you and for me, to purchase our freedom. And friends, that's a powerful thing to stop, think about, and how the Spirit will use that reflection of that eternal truth to speak hope and maybe conviction and encouragement into our lives today. So again, if you're in town, I encourage you to join us tonight at 7. For those of you that may be part of our congregation, our church family that's scattered around the country, if your church has a Good Friday service in your local community, I encourage you to participate in it, to go be a part of it. Guys, I love you. Look forward to seeing you today if I do. If not, we'll see you Sunday, because he is risen. He is risen. All right, guys, love you. Talk to you soon.